Hello everyone, this is Priya and today we are going to see common table expression in a SQL server. Common table expression is a temporary result set similar to temporary table used to store intermediate result set in SQL query to use for further data manipulation. CTE cannot be stored as like object and lasts only for the duration of the query. I have some advantages of CTE. These are CTE can be self-referencing and can be referred multiple times in a recursive query. But we can't use same CTE in different SQL statements, even in same batch. CTE is only for single time use. Substitute for a view when the general use of view is not required. That is, you do not have to store the definition in metadata. Common table expressions offers advantages of improving readability, ease in maintenance of complex queries. The query can be divided into separate, simple, logical building blocks. These simple blocks can then be used to build more complex interim cities until the final result set is generated. CTE can be defined in user-defined routines such as functions, stored procedure, trigger, or view. Now we will see the practical example of common table expressions. Firstly, we will see the syntax for the common table expressions. Syntax. Okay. Now I will write a query for the syntax. The syntax starts with semicolon and then word with. Here we have to mention CTE name, and in bracket we have to mention columns which is required for the CTE. For example, column 1, column 2. Then as is required, after that in bracket we have to write a query for CTE. For example, select call 1, call 2 from CTE name. We have to put here table name. This is syntax for the common table expressions. Now I would like to tell you the two types in a common table expressions. First one is a simple common table expressions and another one is recursive common table expressions. Now I will show you the example of simple common table expressions. I will write query here for the simple common table expressions. Here with my CTE, I will give CTE name here, my CTE, and column names we will put after selecting the tables as. Write query here, select. For selecting, firstly we have to see the data from the table. Selects, that way I am selecting one table, employee hierarchy. Firstly we will see the data from the employee hierarchy. Here the column names are employee ID, manager ID and name. So I will write here the query select emp id comma name as employee name comma name as manager name from employee hierarchy. Okay, now I will put these column names in my city. Here I have to mention column emp id comma emp name. We are mentioning emp name here because we are using alias as emp name in a query. And now here no need to write manager name here. This is simple common table expressions, no need of manager name, so I just remove it. Now this is a query having employee ID and employee name columns. Now we have to mention here another query for the common table expressions, that is select all from my city. Now we will see the result for all the expressions. I will execute the query and see the result. We get the result employee ID, employee name. This is simple common table expression. Okay, now I will write query for the recursive common table expressions. Here also I will start with recursive CTE. Column name we will write after as. Here we have to mention the query select emp id comma name. We will write the same query, same columns as above. Name as emp name comma name as manager name from employee hierarchy. Okay, where manager ID is null. Is null. here we will give the column names emp id, comma, manager name, and here employee name. Okay, this is one query, and this query we have to union with another query, union all. Now in another query we are using the recursive C commentable expression query. Select e dot emp id. Firstly I will write here from, so we will get all the column names automatically on the tool from employee hierarchy. Okay, now I will write here e dot employee, comma, e dot name as emp name, comma, c dot name as manager name from employee hierarchy. Inner will give here alias name as e, and inner join on recursive cte as c on e dot manager id is equal to c dot employee id. And now I'll write here query select all from recursive city. Now I will execute the query and we will see the result. Here we get one error. So we correct the name here with using emp name, because in our CTE we mentioned here emp name, so we have to write here instead of name emp name. Okay, now I will execute the query and see the result. We get the result. Okay, here we get columns employee ID, employee name and manager name. Firstly, it will execute the query where manager ID is null, and then it will get joined with another result having manager ID not null. Okay, this is recursive common table expressions. Now I will show you how we can write multiple queries in a same common table expressions. Here we have to just put comma and then write another common table expressions. Here except I there is no need to use semicolon and with word. Directly we will give here name of another common table expression, just like recursive CTE 2, and I will write here one query as in this we will write this query okay. Now we will see result, select all from recursive CTE2. Okay, now I will execute all query and see the result. We get the result. That means in a using with we can write multiple common table expression in a same session. Thank you. If you like my video, then subscribe my channel.